Hello, welcome back. As I said earlier, we might do another stream and finish up some of these events, and that's what we're going to do here. We are doing, as you can see from the title, Geneva to Hamburg, which is an event, and then the Canadian Cross Frost event, which is the Calgary to Winnipeg. Should take us all in all a good few hours, to be honest. So we better get going ASAP. Planes loaded. We're in an A319 for this first flight with EasyJet, or Alpine. This is what it's actually called. Alpine is because it's Europe. Oops, I don't know what I... Oh, I didn't have the M. Oh. Yeah, it's actually the EasyJet Europe call sign. What's going on here? Hang on, I'm just going to retype this. What is it? Oh, huh. It's because my NVDA add-on was up. I was hitting M and it was muting things. I didn't realise you could do that. Sim brief, there we go. That's really cool. Didn't even realise that. Look, VLC. Muted. Unmuted. Wow. Not bad. Anyway. Right. We're loading passengers already. And we're going to get this ready. Right, so EJU is the Alpine call sign, and we're going to be 3425 from LSGG to EDH. Hanover, is that Hanover? Yes, Hanover is the alternate. And we are going to be and we'll just generate. Whilst that's generating, go to repilot. We'll connect as A319. And go to downloader, export. No, I don't want to exit. LSGG is the flight plan we want. Paste those in. Over to you. Pull the fuel. Swiss port. So 360, and we're going to take 6.6 tons of fuel. I'm going to turn GSX up a little bit because I never end up hearing the fuel. I never end up hearing the fuel truck when it actually arrives, so that should help that. Load the plan. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, aircraft should be A319. Right, sorry about that, something happened there, or I just had to discuss something, so I'm muted whilst a few things were happening, but we are fueling. It's very loud. Anyway, we can actually get involved with setting up the route. Okay, that's fine, Marshall. Yeah, so I didn't really do much there, as you heard, because, yeah, I was just muted. Anyway, move on. Yeah. Move 4L from 2. Is that right? Yes. I'll tell you what, now we're being fueled, let's actually go get our clearance. As usual,
Thank you. Revert 097, it is linked to not Lima. Just to confirm.
No voice haters in Europe for some reason, so we'll just read it. Info Yankee.
Lufthansa 5764 unreadable.
All looks standard, so
Lufthansa 5764
we'll start
still
setting a few
0
things
out
up.
of
It is
5.
actually 15 degrees here, not too bad at all. And we are on stand 10 or 10.
Lufthansa 901 Papa X-ray, taxi holding point runway 22 via Ingerling 5 Alpha.
So I'm going to call this guy up and ask for clearance.
Lufthansa 901 Papa X-ray.
I'm just waiting for everything to load. I'm going to get this recorded before I do that as soon as I record.
Lufthansa 5764, video 555 now, thank you.
Yeah. Why? Geneva ground, good evening. Alpine 2045. We are stand 10 with Yankee A319 clearance, please, to Hamburg.
Alpine 3425 standby, break. Lufthansa 5764, clear to destination.
I was thinking of our call sign earlier.
Your destination.
Anyway.
Start pushback is approved facing northeast QNH 1018.
So I'm going to type this out now. We're expecting the Molus 4 Alpha departure, runway 22, and the rest of it we will get from him.
Tyler Chambliss. How's it going?
Not too bad, Tyler, not too bad. We did a flight earlier on a stream, and now we're in another event. Came back to do another event later on.
We are at step number 4.
Swiss 04 Tango, Geneva Apron, good evening, standby number 2 for clearance.
Yes, you are number 2, because we're number 1.
Robin Kip. Good luck with your flight to Geneva. I'll also be joining the Crossfrost event later. However, I'll be flying from Calgary to Las Vegas as they also have an event going on today.
Thanks, TSM. Thingy. Roger, we got most of that. Unfortunately, we got a other application over the top of you by mistake there. But we were cleared by the Molus 4 Alpha, runway 22. I think you said squawk 1000, and just repeat the flight level. Alpine 3420.
Alpine 3425, initial climb flight level 90.
Roger, initial 90, Alpine 3425.
Alpine 3425, feedback correct.
Right.
Is
I don't know why Restream is... Why is Restream chat so loud? Let me just turn it down a bit. It wasn't that loud earlier. I will read that message properly in 1 second.
Tyler
Squawk
Chambliss.
1000. Yeah.
Can you send me that volume mixer add-in for NVDA?
I don't know if I still have it in my downloads, Tyler, to be honest. If you look it up, I think I got to get it off GitHub.
Robin Kip. Sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault, Rob. I don't know why that happened. It wasn't like my levels were fine on the first flight that I did this afternoon, and I just kind of assumed that since I'd not touched anything and left the PC on, it would be fine. Right. Hold on, let me actually read that message. Where stream chat? Here we go.
Be advised, there will be an Eurowings that will also be taken out of the stand.
Oh, you're flying from Calgary to Las Vegas. Oh,
Taxi 0.22.
that's is that longer? Yeah, that would be a cool flight, but I think it's a bit longer. We might have to do a shorter one after we finish this one. Yeah, that's cool. I did see that they had a Las Vegas one. Nice. Let me hide restream again. Right, oh, can't wait to get manual PC. This thing's lagging. Okay, right, so... Where's the... I'm gonna just whack him off for now.
Robin Kip.
While we tune this.
A bit
Oh, while we
longer.
look at this, a bit
Should
longer.
be about 2 HRS 30 mins.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that'd be a cool flight. I think by the time we land this one, though, we might just do the other one. But that sounds like a nice flight. So... Oh, it's pretty much a runway heading then, right? Till we make a left turn there, 220 knots, 10,000, but obviously we are only 9,000. We were cleared to direct to Melbourne. Okay, that was pretty standard. I will sort out our arrival once we are airborne. So everything else looks set. Are we still in M2 from earlier? That's another thing to check. No, we're not. GSX is done, so I'm going to close us up and get the plane safety info going. Turn him back up a little bit because I'm going to send him a private message in a second. Oh, that's what I needed to close. I knew there was something. Yeah, we don't need this sim brief anymore. We've got all the info we needed. Do we have a tower then? I'm assuming we do. Yes, so we just need him to
I also got
coordinate.
FSX. I haven't switched everything over yet.
Oh, nice, Tyler. Well, let me know how it goes. Hang on, wasn't this guy... LS, yeah, he's Alpha Ground, which I think is he's an apron. So .msg, LSGG, line A, line GND. And I'm going to obviously get rid of my teach.tv that I put in my flight marks, I don't need that. And we will personalise the message by just putting hi at the beginning, not in caps, thank you. Send.
Robin Kip also did the flight from Rome to Athens earlier today, which was fun.
Oh, you did that one, Bob.
I
Nice.
did have to Google Translate my request to Spong into Italian so the controller could understand what I was requesting.
Oh, really? Right, I see. Yeah, no, we were thinking of doing that one, but we did the Chinese New Year one. We did Hong Kong to Shanghai. That was a really interesting flight. We had meters on arrival. They changed the arrival on us. There was all sorts going on. It was great. It was a really interesting event. And then, so I didn't have time to do the other one, but now I figured I'd come back and do a few more. Do this one and the cross-frost one.
Oh, how long are these?
Well, this one is, according to Project Fly, is 1 hour 45 minutes, but I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit shorter once we are airborne. So we could we'd probably request pushback here. I just heard him tell that other plane push north, so we might be able to actually do this. Did he? No, he did. He did get my message.
Initial climb flight level 90, squawk 6730.
So I'm gonna let him I'll tell you what, I need to also just do my...
Destination Hamburg, model for Bravo departure.
I need to just do my sounds here.
Express 0445.
When I configured it differently for the
Tyler Chambliss.
A300.
It should be a policy for all controllers to allow a person to spawn in if they mention being blind. No questions asked.
Put it down to like 35. Yeah,
Swiss 04
Tyler,
Tango.
it would be
Yes,
nice
I
if
am.
it was in a
Sorry for
code of
that,
conduct
information
or
Yankee
something
is
like
now
that.
going to your cleared destination, Zurich as filed as
Often
of
it's
runway
not that they
22 via
won't
the
let you,
Mulhouse
it's
4
just
Alpha
they don't
departure.
really understand
Initial climb flight level
what you're
90
asking
Squawk
for.
1000.
Like when I was in China today, I think they just didn't really get it
For the flights to Zurich,
initially.
we need you on an even flight level. So what do you request?
They were kind of
140 or
confused.
160?
And I think they sometimes think it's going to take a lot longer than it does. They think it's going to take a good few minutes, so that they have to completely clear the runway, whereas obviously it's not going to be anything like that.
Via the Molu 4
Yeah, I know
Alpha,
one, yeah.
departure Eastern 90, Squawk 1000, and we have information Yankee.
I don't understand, by the way, how the squawk codes work, because I'm pretty sure we're squawking 1000, so I don't know how he can give it to that Swiss 4 Tango,
I
but
will
okay.
change to flight cruising flight level 160.
Perfect, thank you.
Alpha Novo, the Delta Fox Bravo Lima at
Airport.
the GHC side for taxi.
Getting
Which
into
airport?
it anyway. Geneva.
Geneva ground quality.
Yeah, we
48
have
Charlie,
had
very
some
good
problems
evening.
with Geneva
Runway
before.
vacated
I did
at,
get into it successfully though
Echo.
recently with the TFM changes and all that good stuff, but I do remember once I had a problem in here where I think we turned approach mode on and it just
24-8 Charlie, Geneva
nosedived.
Apron, good evening. Taxi straight onto inner to gate 02.
Taxi straight onto inner to gate 02 quality 48 Charlie.
He's happy.
Robin Kipp.
Delta
9
Fox
times out of
India
10
Bravo
it's not
Lima,
that they
Geneva
don't want to
Apron,
let
good
you,
evening.
they
Taxi
just
on
might
Delta
not
Fox
understand
Lima.
what it is you are requesting and what they need to do in order to accommodate the request.
Yeah, exactly, Rob.
Tyler
Geneva Apron,
Chambliss.
very good evening. Swiss
You should write them about it.
11 Echo is an A319.
The thing is,
with
well, I have
Yankee
written them about it,
requesting
Tyler.
flight
I've
clearance
spoken to
to
the Vice
Hamburg,
President of
please.
Conflict Resolution about it, and I don't think they have the power to
Swiss
amend the code of
11
conduct.
Yankee
There's a
Geneva
whole
Apron,
bunch of
good
people who have to
evening.
do it.
Information
It would be
Yankee is
great,
correct. Your
but I
clear
don't
destination
honestly
Hamburg is
think
filed
there's a
as
massive
22.
need for it. As
Via
nice
the
as it would
Molus
be,
4 Alpha departure,
it's
initial
very
climb
rare
flight level 90,
that you get.
Squawk 673
What I would like to see is a policy on how to do it. I was saying this earlier at Shanghai. It should be, you know, we get a number for departure in the queue, and obviously they line aircraft up at the hold point, and although we're not at the hold point, we should be in their minds virtually part of that queue, and we just reposition to the front of the queue when it's our time to go. That is how it should work.
There's no
Some
way this is going to
controllers-
be 1 hour 45 minutes unless they're all in.
No, I think Project Fire's over exaggerating. Yeah, so you know,
By a long shot.
sometimes well, let's have a look. How much is it? Sometimes they hold you at the stand and try and clear the whole runway. Mine's 542.
Oh, am I going to the wrong friggin' airport?
You're gonna EDDH?
Thanks for flying
Yeah,
by.
from Geneva.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a route.
Contact tower 118.7, have a nice flight, bye.
Huh, weird. Right.
Dankjewel vast, merci, ciao.
But yeah, very many times the controllers will be happy to help you. It's very rare, and even if they have some kind of problem with it, as soon as you message them and kind of have a bit of a back and forth, they will do it. Apron Alpine 3045 requesting push and start, and we also sent you a private message.
Alpine 3425.
3425. I keep getting down
I did
calls
not
from-
receive any private message from you yet. Please say again.
Oh, Roger, I thought we'd sent you a message. Maybe we sent it to the wrong controller. We are requesting push and start, and we will resend the message. Alpine 3425.
For the private message, make sure it's Lima Sierra Golf Golf underscore Alpha underscore
Pretty sure it was right.
November Delta. I got it.
Maybe send
Because otherwise you might get to the arrival controller.
Roger, resent it, let me know if you got it.
Station calling again.
Right, I'm assuming he's got it now. That was the same exact guy.
Copy state 977 Geneva Apron. Good evening. Taxi to gate 01 via
I don't understand why he's
straight
not
onto
getting that.
inner.
That's gone to LSGGAGND. You're the exact same person. There's only one ground. It's weird.
I see you in the middle of the stand, so please, where did you vacate from the runway?
If he's not getting it, I can just put it in the
If
main
it is
chat.
echo, then yes, it should be to your left should be link 1.
But
Just
yeah, I don't
take
know
link
why,
1 or inner and straight into
why he
01.
wouldn't be getting
Otherwise,
it.
if you do not see it, call me back.
And Lufthansa 26 Alpha Golf, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 26 Alpha
We'll
Golf.
give him a minute, see if he
Taxi
responds.
holding point runway
If not,
22
then
via
I'll
inner
have
link
to call him
5
again.
and Alpha.
That's really weird. I've never had that happen.
Currently holding point 22 via inner, link 5 and Alpha. Lufthansa 26 Alpha Golf. Swiss 04 Tango ready for push and start.
Swiss 04 Tango, startup and pushback is approved, facing northeast, QNH 1018.
So they're pushing them northeast, which is
QNH
interesting.
1018 facing northeast, Swiss 04 Tango.
So if that's us, we can do our best to
Top
push
Swiss 5 Victor Alpha, contact
to
tower
the
118.7.
left
Have a nice
and
flight.
see what happens.
Geneva Apron, this is Swiss 149er, information Yankee on board and to Ibiza.
Swiss 149 at Geneva Apron, good evening. You're clear to destination Ibiza and filed out of runway 22 via Baldi 7 on
Yeah, there's
departure.
definitely only one ground. I'm just gonna call him up again and ask him.
Squawk 6735.
I'll just put it in chat at this point because he's just being unreliable.
Clear to destination via
Well,
Baldi 7.
yeah, but I'm also curious as to why it didn't work. Because I mean, this is one thing. Maybe his controller Clyde's not working properly with it.
Swiss 149er, reachback is correct.
Yeah, let's just put it in here. We'll set it down to twitch.tv bit. Alpine 3425, I'm not sure why private messages aren't working, we just put it on the main frequency chat. We are ready for push and start, stand 10.
And you're ring 3 Mike Golf, runway 22 vacated Delta.
During 3 Mike Golf, Geneva Apron, good evening. Taxi to gate 08 via outer link 2 and inner.
Gate 08 and Alpha Link Inner, you're wings 3 Mike Golf.
Alpine 3425, sorry, I just read your text now. Can you please say again?
We were just letting you know that we'd send it to you again in text, and stand 10, we're ready for push and start.
Alpine 3425, startup and pushback is approved, facing northeast, QNH 1018.
Start approved, push northeast 1018, thanks Alpine 3425.
And Alpine 3425, just to confirm, afterwards you cannot taxi, you have to spawn on the runway directly, is that correct?
Affirm.
Okay, I will have to coordinate this with the tower, but I will try to let you know as soon as possible.
Yeah, no problem. Right, let's get pushed back.
Geneva Ground Express 044, request push
There you go. So a lot of the time they just don't pick it up straight away. But again, I don't know what we had a technical problem there. I'm not too sure why we had that issue with private message.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So we will push nose left. Might not be.
Thanks for flying to Geneva. Have a nice evening.
It might not be exactly northeast. Depends how far GSX pushes us, but it'll be close enough.
Looking here.
With 299, request IFR clearance to be set.
Tyler Chambliss. Maybe you should have told Tower first.
Well, you can tell Tower, but you still really need to be with ground, Tyler. You can't really just skip the queue and go up to the next controller without this one knowing, because he's then going to wonder where I've gone. So Tower will find out from him, because it technically ground covers all the ground operations, so he would clear us to the runway, and then Tower would then take us from there. If we just did it with Tower and ground had no idea and we suddenly repositioned to the runway, ground's probably going to wonder what's going on. Right.
Commencing push.
Right, we're going. Push and
start. Good evening. Taxi to stand of choice via Yankee.
I mean, if Tower had a problem with it, so if ground came back to me, yeah, it must be that, Marshall, because if he's not getting it from you. If ground comes back to me and says, yeah, Tower's not happy that you're going to reposition, then I'll go to Tower and say, look, this is the state of play. What's your problem? But
there is an aircraft that taxiing in, and furthermore there was another aircraft pushing back before, so please stand by for a second.
Right. Oh, GSX has pushed it pretty well actually, heading 35, it's not too bad, that's pretty much where we want to be.
Tower 118.7, have a nice flight.
Parking brake.
Brakes. Turn the sim up a bit.
Geneva apron and information. There's another aircraft spawned inside
Okay, so we have 4, we got 2 good engines there.
Swiss 149, just stay where you are, he has to move, because you were there first. Alright, it's alright.
Got 2 aircraft spawning inside of each other on the stand, that's always classic.
And clearance, November 8356 uniform.
Unlocking here.
GA ramp, we are Falcon 7X.
Tow truck disconnected.
November 8356 uniform Geneva apron, good evening. I received the text message, thanks. So you're clear to destination Hamburg as filed out of runway 22 via the Mulus 4 Alpha departure. Initial climb flight level 90, squawk 1000.
He's got exactly the same clearances as us, love it. Of course.
Okay, Roger, cleared as filed. Runway 24. Sorry, 22.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Squawk 1000. November 8356 uniform.
November 8356 uniform, it's the Molus 4 Alpha departure, so Mike Oscar Lima uniform Sierra 4 Alpha departure, and initial climb flight level 90.
Alright, Roger, the Molus 4 Alpha departure.
Right guys, so we're just going to hold position here. Obviously, I bought a couple of extra tons of fuel since it is an event. Probably not going to need it, but if we are sat here for a couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes, just waiting to reposition, then it will not be a problem. Pushback tug is long gone, and according to TFM, we are on a taxiway. We don't know what taxiway, it's just a taxiway. If he doesn't come back to us, I'll tell him we're fully ready.
Tyler Chambliss. Better safe than sorry.
But in terms of what, Tyler? What do you mean?
Swiss 11 Echo startup and
GOCU
pushback is
54.
approved facing
Hi
northeast
Declan.
QNH
I've been
1018.
flying the events through Eurofly and it's fun.
Pushback approved face northeast, Swiss 1 Echo.
Oh, fair enough. You've been flying the events to Eurofly. Oh. Well, yeah, that's cool. I mean, unfortunately, obviously, you can't join in with the VATS in part, but at least you can kind of do the same flight, I guess. Right.
Tyler Chambliss. Extra fuel.
Oh, extra fuel, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't pay for the fuel, so who cares? And to Alpine 3425, just to let you know, we are fully ready and, of course, standing by.
Alpine 3425, do you need pushback?
Negative, we push back. We sent the controller a private message about the situation. If you need us to send it again, we can do.
No, it's okay, Alpine 3425, taxi holding point runway 22 via inner link 5 and Alpha.
What happened to the controller?
Impossible.
Right. Where did we had a controller who knew all about it? Alpine 3425, Roger. We've just sent a text message in the chat to explain our situation.
Alpine 3425, I guess I had you already. That's okay. I'll call you back.
Tyler
Actually, my
Chambliss.
colleague will probably call
Jesus
you back
bloody
to
Christ.
coordinate. Maybe I will do, but stand by short.
Roger, no problem. Okay. I guess this is maybe a training session, and we got a different controller who keys up. Yeah. Oh well. I'm just letting her know we're fully ready because we're kind of sat here on the
GOCU
taxiway.
54. Can you explain what pushback is?
So pushback is unfortunately not modelled in Eurofly, obviously, but basically you start out every day or every flight on a stand. A stand is basically where you will get all the ground equipment hooked up to you, your power unit, or maybe a fuel truck will come and fuel you, a passenger bus will bring the passengers, so that's where you will sit.
Alpine 3425, me or my colleague will say yes, and then you need to be quick to spawn on the runway for departure release. Is that okay?
That's fine, it'll be about 20 seconds if that.
Copy.
Tyler Chambliss.
Alpine
Training on an event.
3425.
LOL.
Actually, you can spawn on the runway right now. Prepare for immediate takeoff.
Roger, line up 22, we'll prepare for immediate 3425. Right,
And
let's
contact
go.
me on frequency 118.7.
Okay, we'll go over to you, 1187. And I guess he's, or maybe he's a tower controller who just filled in, I'm not sure.
Lufthansa 3538,
Go over to 1187. And
station calling standby, Alpine 3425, wind calm runway 22, cleared for immediate takeoff.
immediate takeoff, Alpine 3425. Right, flaps.
Lufthansa 3538, contact Airplane
Wing
11
leveler, do
decimal
that.
bye bye.
And we gotta go, let's go. No time to mess about there.
The Alpine is just
Stable takeoff. That was
5338.
incredibly quick, guys, and I wouldn't usually do that, but he's got us
25
in
knots.
and we haven't got time
42 knots.
to mess
Tower
around.
hello, this is
60 knots.
Tyler Chambliss.
78 knots.
Station calling
Probably.
standby.
That's the only thing I can think
American
of,
7 expect
unless the
late landing
previous
clearance.
controller left and he had to take over.
Yeah, maybe.
127 knots.
Don't quite get that, Tyler, but anyway.
141 knots.
Right, rotate.
155 knots.
With a 345, Geneva Tower, good evening. Break,
we
Eurowing
go.
7 miles, Geneva Tower,
Positive
good
rate.
evening.
Gear up.
American 7, runway 22 clear to land, wind check calm.
See, it's all about
Thank
trust
you.
in these controllers. If you can show that you are able to do
Alpine
things quickly and
3425,
efficiently,
contact
they will be
arrival
able to trust you.
131325, bye bye.
131325, thanks for all the help, Alpine 3425.
You're welcome.
Right, he said, let me double check that
With
one.
a 345, continue approach number 2,
1.
expect late landing clearance.
Yeah, 131325.
Tyler Chambliss. What equipment are we on today?
We are in an A319, Tyler. Turn this guy up a little bit.
Geneva approach was take on Mecca 3. Good evening.
Right. Alpine 3425 is the 3500 for 9, Molus for Alpha departure.
3425, Geneva bridge identified, climb flight level 15.
Climb 150, Alpine 3425. Right,
Hotel contact Swiss radar
oops, do we still have any flap out? Hello, TFM. Okay, and talking flight monitor.
Tyler Chambliss.
There we go. No, we are flap 0. No, actually it's the Sky High pack, Tyler.
Switzerland to Germany, right?
That's right. So, yeah, Switzerland to Germany. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about pushback. So yeah, once you've got everything from the stand, the tug will come basically, and they will connect up to the plane and use the tug's power to push the aircraft back from the stand so it can taxi freely on its own. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't be able to get out of the stand situation. You can't just taxi straight ahead because obviously the stand's there. We can climb faster than this.
Cost?
Free, Tyler, free. Sky High is a wonderful set of sound packs, they're all free. They do a 320 packs, they do a 777, they do a 757, I think a 767, they do a whole bunch of stuff. Highly recommend them, yeah. We're going to set standard. I think transition level was maybe 80, so yeah, we're coming up to that. Left direct dollars for Alpine 3425. Right. Let's find that waypoint. Molus, I think he said, which is the...
Geneva approach, good evening, Lufthansa Tulima Golf at flight level 160.
It appears he has vanished.
Molus on there you go. And we can go to 250 knots. He's streamed, so he's fine, as far as I know, Tyler. I briefly spoke to him on Thursday, but he disappeared off the server. He was here for 10 minutes.
Blind pilot to go through this pushback process when taking off? I notice you
flight
don't
level
do
100, Lufthansa Tulima Golf.
We just did a pushback. I'm not sure if you were here, but we just did a pushback. So you use an add-on called GSX to do it, which is Ground Services X. Now, it's usually possible. It all depends on how much traffic there is, because we... 12890 for Alpine 3425, thanks. Let me just turn the sim down a little bit, because it's getting a bit loud and I need to concentrate on this. I think he said 128.90. There we go, 90. Pretty sure that's what he said. 120, yeah. Alpine 3425 is 120 for 150 inbound Molus.
Alpine 3425, good evening, I identified. Climb level 240.
Climb 240, Alpine 3425. Okay. So we will go here and go 240, and we will bring this climb rate down maybe to 2020. Yeah, so we just did a pushback. GSX does it automatically for you. It pushes you back from the gate. So we can't, you know, if they give us a direction, so the controller here said push facing northeast, and that meant push back with your aircraft then facing to the left.
Chambliss.
That's doable.
I think I'll be having my first VATSIM flight very soon, as soon as I can confirm that Tramp 8 is working.
Right, I've got
yeah, right, Tyler. That's good. But if they say push back onto taxiway Alpha, we don't know where taxiway Alpha is. Could be behind us, could be on the left, could be on the right, no clue. So in those situations I usually just say, you know what, I'm not bothered about pushing back, I'm just going to start up here on the stand and then I'm going to spawn to the runway. The only reason you need a pushback is then to taxi to the runway. But since we spawn on the runway, it's not essential. It's just
Scandinavian 617 contact
something
Geneva
for realism.
131325.
Really, that's all.
Scandinavian 617, bye-bye.
Right, so now we've got airborne, we can start planning our arrival. I'll go pull our briefing back up and double check, but let's have a quick look at the Hamburg ATIS. So runway, yeah, 15 is going to be our approach. So I'm going to minimise the sim while I just go and find out what our arrival was from sim brief. Now we're safely out on the climb here, so you are going to lose some of the sound, but we'll get it back in a bit. Right, sim brief. I should have just left it open really, but this PC is not that great, as I keep saying, so leaving tabs and things open is not ideal. Just wait till my new one arrives, then we can do whatever we want.
Around. I'm causing chaos.
Oh no. Why has he gone around?
Zero Wings 1 Charlie Hotel, contact.
Swiss has gone around, there's a Lufthansa off the runway, which he was going to spawn me in front of, but then cleared him for immediate takeoff. Cancelled his takeoff clearance.
Oh my god. Right, okay.
Send this Swiss around.
Am I logged in? Yes. Oh god. He actually sent some... I don't know. Yeah, I mean ours was a very tight takeoff. He really wanted us out immediately.
Good evening,
yeah, well, that's what I said I could do, but instead he
Scandinavian 270 kilo, hello, not one wrong arrival from way 22, please send level 1.
Sent this guy around, ruined this other guy's
not one Romeo, just send level
if I were you, I'd have some brief open on a braille device or phone. GLCU5.
Much easier to navigate on a laptop
This
than me.
is why when I get a nice paying job, I'm getting a $40,000 gaming PC rig with liquid cooling.
Whoa, you're getting a $40,000? What do you mean a $40,000 liquid cool rig? You don't need $40,000. I just, you can get one for about $2,000, and you can get it liquid cooled. That's what I've done.
Rider 1986 identified at Quito 3 roll that
Yeah, the upgraded CPU had to be liquid cooled. There's the Mulga 1 Delta.
Wizard 106 contact Geneva 131.325.
131.325, 106.
Italia 865, we are in an emergency. We need to divert to the nearest airport from our position, engine 15.
Italia 865, vector Zara, runway 22 in Geneva, turn left 150 degrees, please stand level 170.
Right, let's go and associate our arrival. Turn NVDA off over this guy. Right, Nolga 1 Delta maybe? I think it's called.
Alpine 3425, contact Swiss 128.05.
Swiss on 128.05, Alpine 3425, bye bye. Right. 128.
Good evening, Delivery Foxtrot Delta, flight level Lufthansa 205, contact London, frequency 12, bye.
Yeah, no, I just said I need to restart it if you want to see.
Lufthansa 205, contact Rhine radar 132.4, have a nice flight, bye bye.
The $40,000 rig has all the best solid-state drives and processors, and they'll have to install liquid cooling pipes into your walls.
Jesus. Yeah, don't do that. Right, it's going to be the standard ILS 15. Right, let's contact this guy. Where are we? So we are inbound. Anyway, Alpine 3425, hello, we are 240 level.
November 8356.
Alpine 3425, Swiss radar, hello, unidentified. Continue climb flight level 360.
Continue up to 360, Alpine 3425. Okay.
And just for information, your voice is very, very broken.
Roger, that's strange. 360. No, so should go like 1800 for now.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Charlie, contact Swiss radar, fling to 128,
goodbye. So what do you think sounds better?
Why have you got a drama going on over there? Sky High, Tyler, Sky High's way better.
This guy can't handle this.
Scania 17 Charlie, descend flight level
I don't get what the big deal is. You're on the runway, just clear your takeoff.
Takeoff now, 56 uniform. Fucking idiot.
Careful, we are live streaming, and it is also in the Twitch remarks.
Yeah, sorry, but that was...
I have no idea, I don't understand what happened. We got out without any issue. I mean, we had to go fast, but I don't understand what happened. Anyway,
everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong.
Let's bring our climb rate back. 1500. Yeah, what was it? So what are we on about? The PC, they have to install liquid power. I mean, liquid cooling, I was very worried about going to it because the risk of either a pump failure or a leak is always there. However, apparently the risk is very, very small, so since the CPU I've got will probably need it, I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead. Right.
Two stations, what I got both, I think, Air France 755, Swiss radar, hello, identified. Airlines 232, Swiss radar, hello, identified, clear top, Peel 1, Golf, arrival, report ready for the
I really wish the pilot would have a filter, that would be fantastic, so we can constantly go volume up and volume down. Anyway, we need to look at this arrival.
4,500 for flight
I'm going to copy it to a notepad here.
Eurowings 18 Charlie Hotel,
dump it in, and go check that channel restrictions are correct.
Tyler Chambliss, do they have props?
Lufthansa 91,
no,
X-ray with radar.
Do what have props?
Contact Rhine radar, fling to 132, that's move forward.
Right. I just want to go here and check that our restrictions are programmed incorrect.
GLCU54. If I'm going to stream regularly, I want the most powerful PC available that will run all the games while streaming.
Oh yeah, and you can, you don't need, I don't know if you're being serious about spending $40,000, but that would be a PC that would be used in like massive science research or massive server hosting. You wouldn't do that.
Sky High.
Oh, Sky High, not a lot, Tyler, to be honest. They're mainly jets. Yeah. You can spend about $1,500 and get a very good PC. You go $2,000, $2,500 maybe. you can get a very adequate PC which will stream and
Swiss
kind of
105
run something like
Swiss
Flight
radar
Sim.
how, clear the bear 2-1 Golf arrival.
So in Mulgo we need to be 4 to 11,000. What's the betting tramps put it at 11,000, eh? Yeah, I was right. What we actually want to go to is change this altitude. Maybe put it like in the middle, 7,000. Shall we? And that will make us less hurried in descending.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there was no need for that drama.
I have no idea. I'm
Yeah,
not even going to
enough,
pass
you warned the
judgment.
guy
I
was
wasn't
gonna
there.
spawn in.
I didn't hear what happened.
So basically, he warned this Lufthansa guy that I was going to spawn in, so I had my hand on the button, ready to go. Everything was fine. Then, all of a sudden, he clears this Lufthansa guy for takeoff, so I think, alright, he's going to get me in afterwards.
I need you on
He
flight
then
close,
sends a
you
Swiss
on the
around that's trying to land.
We can take
Cancels
280,
the
no problem,
Lufthansa's takeoff clearance.
Oh.
When we are spawned in, the
280,
pilot
574.
disconnects and the radar fails, so I'm like, hey, I need to restart it if you want to see me. And he's like, I can't see you, so I have to restart
GOCU
it. And I'm
54.
like, dude, I just
I'd rather
said
play
I need
Forza
to restart
Motorsport.
it.
Flight sim seems like a lot
And
of
then we
work.
just sat on the runway for like 5
Nightbird.
minutes.
You'd rather play Forza
Donations
Motorsport.
are not necessary. But if you would like to support
Even
the
that,
stream
you
in
don't
any way,
need
visit
anything like a $40,000 PC.
www.paypal.me/vipalots.
It sounds like he was trying to get too many planes on one
Maxime
runway at the
says they
same
think
time.
they figured out
At
the
the
night
same
and
time
day
then,
sound
yeah.
density problem.
113, contact Paris control, range 128.1.
Oh, that's good, Tyler.
Bye.
Well, hopefully, you know, it's all figured out and comes soon. That would be nice. So 4,000 at DH457 is the next thing. Is that right? Yeah, DH4. Yeah, 4,000 on board. So if we go like maybe 5,000 here. Or is it already got it? Yeah, it's already got that there, to be fair.
Next, location-based sound.
Yeah, that would be nice. If they could actually make it, you know, unique to your location. You know, like, or just something that reminds you that you're at that specific location, that would be great. That's all good. 3,000
Stephen Cantos.
is going to be our intercept altitude.
UPFS. Flying about like Superman.
Welcome, Stephen. And welcome back, I should say. I think you... Oh, you weren't here earlier, actually. But you're usually here. So, welcome back onto the streams. Let's have a look at this.
My Clima contact behind the radar, range 132.4.
Yeah, it was. I don't like I said, I don't know what happened. It sounded like he was trying to maybe get too many people out, but we don't want the drama. It's not good for the controllers or the pilots. Let's have a look here. Yes, 3,000 there, level out at 3, and then it's going to be 109.55 is our frequency.
Hello, you're in fine. 580
so inbound Bursu.
Tyler Chambers. So yeah, whose is coming along? I think summer. Tentative.
Yeah.
Swiss 805 Golf.
Where's the
Stephen Cantos. You off the ground yet?
Yeah, Stephen, we're off the ground. We're cruising now. I'm just messing around with the software, making sure we're all set up for this arrival. There it is. That's where we are on the flight plan. Right, I'll put it back now so you can all hear the engines. I just had to minimise it for this potato PC, which we have to babysit. There you go, I'll close the tab. Is that easier on your crappy integrated graphics? There you go. Right, we're fine. We're on the way. Leveled out here. Not a bad ground speed actually. Let's get a flyby. Now the flyby on this is really good, I have to say.
Well, if I can't get a $40,000 rig, I at least want a Blue Yeti microphone with a FOP filter and sound filter.
Yes, a Yeti would be good. No, a Blue Yetis are very good. Yes, that I can agree on.
Yeah, they'd be good for anything, like, you use them for podcasting, throw them up in a drum room, if you've got a match there, use them as overhead, stuff like that.
Was pretty nice flyby. It's better when the engine's at full power, but there you go. Right, I neglected to turn the landing lights off because we were so busy, it makes no difference, but anyway, we'll get them off. Auto brake can go to position 1, let me check on the runway length.
Use them as a space pair though, if you're going to use them as drum overheads. They'll have best luck doing that, I think.
Easy 157, you're cleared now, direct Key4, Golf, India, Victor, Oscar, Romeo.
Tyler Chambliss. I have a blue snowball. More than good enough for VATSIM.
Oh yeah, I mean for VATSIM, just anything is pretty much good enough, as long as it's not, you know, anything other than like an inbuilt computer mic is not great, but any kind of gaming headset and anything like that will work. Just as long as people check their levels and don't have it so that they scream down the frequency, you know, because their mic levels are in the red, which is more difficult for us to check. So what you'd have to do obviously is, you know, just ask someone, or even just do the little set your comms to the same frequency so you can hear yourself trick.
Stephen Cantos.
Hamburg.
You can get a top of the line 1080p gaming rig for $1,200 US.
Yeah, exactly, Stephen. Exactly, yeah. That's all you got to spend. I think anything upwards of 1,000 is going to be good. Between $1,000 and $2,000, you can guarantee you're going to get a great PC. It all depends how, you know, much graphic stuff you need. I mean, mine's going to work great for graphics, even though I'm going to turn the graphics settings down.
Unicom
122. Yeah. I don't know why he's flying. Sounds like a long haul, because they usually use the 2-digit call signs for that. Oh, it's 3,600 meters the runway, so auto brakes 1 is fine.
November 835 uniform,
Tyler Chambliss. Screaming into the microphone.
Yes. When you hear people who literally have the mic right next to their face and also jam their mic volume up on VPilot to max, and it distorts and it's horrible.
GOCU54. I'm playing brother. I don't even have $40,000.
Yeah, I kind of figured you were.
November 8356, uniform Swiss radar, how identified, climb flight level 400.
Like even a $2,000 one is probably overkill. Like yeah, like $1,000, that kind of area, 1,000, 1,500 is fine.
That.
From 7755, climb flight level 310.
Yeah, it's the mic situation can get pretty bad, so people really should check it.
Back in a minute.
Okay. Keep up with where we are. Okay.
Frequency, I think I am on. So.
I think you are. You're very, very quiet, so I don't really hear you
Cantos.
when you transmit. To be honest, all
Personally,
that much.
I'd only consider a 4K rig if I were streaming. 1080p or even 1440p ain't cutting it for sighted people.
Oops. Yeah. And that's part of the reason I'm streaming. I mean, the thing with Flight Sim is you can get all this scenery that makes it look great, but it's not worth it for me.
PC?
Let me get it in dollars for you. Hold on. Mine's about 2,400 US worth anyway, that's what it's worth. So I did go overkill, for sure. But I am streaming, and yeah, so I was saying you can get all this scenery, which I'm not going to pay for because it's just a waste of money for me, but it will mean I can turn all the simulator's default graphics up and stream it at a good resolution.
Tyler Chambliss. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and practice my landings.
3425, contact Rhine radar frings 132.4, enjoy your flight, bye bye.
Over to 1324, thank you very much, Alpine 3425. Alright Tyler, have a good rest of your day if we don't see you again.
Nightbird. Donations are not necessary, but if you would like to support the stream in any way, visit https://www.paypal.me/vipalots.
Line radar Alpine 3425 360 inbound Roma. Well, we're not anymore.
18 Charlie Hotel Rhine radar identified.
Actually inbound Bedog now.
Rhine radar Walker 434, request 5 minutes away.
Did he hear us?
Rhine radar, you're in Charlie Hotel, schönen guten Abend.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Inbound Bedog.
You're in 18 Hotel Rhine radar identified.
Line radar Alpine 3425 360 inbound Bedog.
Alpine 3425 Rhine radar identified.
There we go. Right, such short waypoints. Telling me inbound somewhere as soon as then you're not. Oh well. That's fine.
Stephen Cantos. $2,400 definitely sounds like a ton of money. But it should be worth it since you're streaming.
Yeah, I think it'll be worth it. It is a lot. And I'm sure I could have, it could be worth a lot less and probably still do the same kind of, or a similar kind of job, but I guess it's, you know, they say you get what you pay for, and so even, you know, a couple hundred extra you can significantly improve, especially like you were saying, if you want to be streaming at higher resolutions. That can be key.
GOCU54. How many followers do you need to be partnered with Twitch?
I think it's 50. We have, I think, 30, but I don't really want to be partnered on Twitch. Twitch was just a sideshow, and probably always will be. The YouTube has got far more viewers on the videos, subscribers, and the YouTube's been around far longer. I just started streaming to Twitch to get a bit more exposure, and especially because the sighted community of Flight Sim do a lot on Twitch. So I mean, and so there's 4 requirements to become a partner on Twitch. 50 followers, which we haven't met. Stream on 7 different days, which we have met. Average of 3 viewers over your streams, which I don't think we have met. And what's the other one? There is another one. Let me have a look. Oh, stream for 8 hours, and we have definitely met that one. So we've met essentially 2 out of the 4, but like I said, I'm not really looking for it, to be honest. Problem with, again, becoming a partner on Twitch is it would mean I would have to abandon YouTube for live streams. So that's kind of why I just dumped the PayPal link on the Nightbot. So if people want to ever donate, instead of using Twitch to subscribe or whatever, even though that would be cool, they can just send it by the PayPal.
My brother streams, but personally, he feels like it's cheaper and more effective to buy a games console for streaming.
Right, yeah, makes sense. I guess it depends what kind of games you want to play. I'm not a massive gamer. I only really do Flight Sim and the occasional audio game and stuff like that. I don't really play a lot of the other games. So a PC for Flight Sim is a must for me, really. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I think, probably, yeah, feel that way as well, depending on what they want to play. The thing about having the PayPal link, by the way, as well, is that anyone who makes donations, it goes more of it goes to me. Twitch also, when you become a partner, take a large cut out of any subscriptions and stuff.
That doesn't sound too hard, but at least you have enough for a $2,400 PC.
Yeah, I don't need it, and streaming is certainly not anything financial. I don't like stream and want donations or want subscriptions. Like I say, anyone who does, it's off their own back, and it's really kind of them, but I don't ask for it really. I'm not particularly interested. It's just for an enjoyment thing and a community thing. But yeah, I think we could probably do it. I mean, if we really pushed, we could probably get a Twitch partnership, because we only need 20 more followers. And in this past week, when I've streamed a lot more, we've gained like another 10 followers, from 20 to 30 or something. So it's probably wouldn't be too difficult, to be fair. But like it's just would mean abandoning YouTube, and YouTube is I think more popular at the moment. For my stream anyway, and for my videos. I mean, the problem, I keep going back to random things, but the problem with building a PC as well is, like, I'm not particularly interested in the graphics, so when you go on the forums and you get all these people recommending to get this particular graphics card or that, it's very difficult to know, because a lot of the time, I imagine, as blind users, if you're not planning to stream and you're just playing games yourself, you could probably scale it right down and still manage, because Flight Sim, for example, when I'm not streaming, I can have my graphics on low, or like completely minimum. It makes absolutely no difference to me. So in that case, having expensive stuff is not that important.
München 13415, bye.
Right, let's see how much further do we have. 367, okay, we've still got a little bit then. We're
November 8356, should have radio check.
Going 7 to Lima, Rhein Rider identified.
Oh, roger.
Going 7 to Lima, XX flight level 180 at EBNI, when ready, descend to flight level 250. Diabolage. Hello, here. Answer.
Stephen Cantos. Considering your whole channel is built on flight simming, you need a computer. Also, if you don't mind sharing, what are you studying at Oxford?
History, Stephen, history. I wanted to do history and politics, but it wasn't available at the college I applied to do, so I just did history.
Orion radar 132.4, November 8356 uniform, cheers.
Mile 614, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye. 128, Mile 614, bye. Scandinavian 3008, contact Maastricht 133.905, bye. Scandinavian 3008, contact Maastricht 133.905, bye.
Where is he calling us? I literally was not listening at all to a word he just said. I was on my phone.
Thunder 454, descend to reach flight level 310 at NATO.
Come on, stream, you're my first officer. You gotta listen out for my call sign. 3425. Alpine 3425. Sorry, did we miss a call?
Alpine 3425, negative.
Oh, roger. No, we didn't. It's fine.
Thunder 1 Papa X-ray, contact Maastricht 131.375, bye.
I just heard him calling someone and they weren't answering. And I was like, oh yeah, it's gotta be us.
November 8356 uniform is with you, flight level 400.
November 8356 uniform, Rhine radar, good day, identified.
Identified, 56 uniform.
GOCU 54. You will definitely get a job after college. Oxford is the Harvard of the UK and you're blind.
Well, I very much hope so.
304,
It certainly helps. I mean, there's the old adage that when you're visually impaired, the more qualifications you can get, the better.
Direct Delta Kilo Bravo.
You know, as much as we kind of say, oh, like employers won't take into account the fact you're blind, you know, they're going to do it. We know they're going to do it. So the more qualifications you get to counterbalance that, kind of offset it, especially one from Oxford, it's good, you know. They look at it and say, oh god, this guy's blind, what adaptations are we going to have to make? Oh, but he is from Oxford and he did X, Y and Z, you know, let's give it a shot, things like that. And that's a negative view, and some employers won't think like that, some will not look at it like that at all, but that takes a kind of special kind of person, and the majority of people, unfortunately, just aren't like that. So.
Stephen Cantos. The only thing I know about the place is that it's really old, it's British, and it has a punctuation symbol associated with it, aka the Oxford
Yeah, it is very traditional, Stephen, yeah.
Mile 612, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye.
Unicom 128, Mile 612, safe Napoli. Sorry, goodbye. Yeah, barrage.
Are you still going to do the Canadian one, or is it going to run too late?
I will look at it when I get down at the Christ, what was I going to say? At the time. That's it. The time. The flight time on Project Fly. It might run a bit over. We'll see.
Well, I got that bass track recorded.
Mm-hmm.
304, when ready,
Played
descend to reach flight level 250 at Delta Kilo Bravo. Correction 310 at Delta
I
Kilo
played
Bravo.
better after
Descending flight level
having
310
something
at
to eat
Delta
after
Kilo
waiting
Bravo.
for those to deliver for
304.
like 2 hours.
Getting right at 4 Foxtrot Mike, sorry about the late call, we're at flight level 320.
4 Foxtrot Mike, no problem, I-85.
GOCU54. If I was good in college I'd consider going to a business school, but you need to be the top of the top to go to those places.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same over here. Sure, yeah.
Delta Mike Lima, contact Maastricht 133.905 by.
Maastricht 133.905, danke. Einrenner, schönen guten Abend. Saudia Tutu Foxtrot, Flight 0250 direct in bed.
Saudia Tutu Foxtrot Rhein identified. Lufthansa 5764, monitor Unicorn 122.8 by.
Stephen Cantos. I hope it isn't too stressful to answer our chats while you're flying. These streams are really entertaining primarily because we get to chat with people and actually have them answer us.
Yeah, Stephen, I think that's probably one of the most important aspects of it. It definitely can be stressful, and if I don't reply to people's messages on takeoff or approach, then it's probably because I'm more focused on that. In fact, I'd almost say to people, if I am like flying on an approach, probably best not to send chats. But when we're like just a cruise now, or when we're on the ground, that kind of thing, then yeah, it's fine for me to answer them, to be honest. I mean, it can get difficult because not only as VI users do we have the screen reader going, we also have VATSIM going, which is normal, but yeah, the screen reader and the text-to-speech, whereas a normal streamer would probably have the chat up on a monitor and, you know, no screen reader, so it can be kind of difficult. So if I miss a radio call from a controller, that's probably why. But, yeah, isn't too bad. What time are we on? Yeah, we'll see about the other flight. I might not bother with it. Let's have a look now, shall we? We might just go ahead and do it, I mean, whatever. To be fair, it's Saturday, I have nothing to do tomorrow, so...
How long is it?
Just looking it up now. I looked it up before, I think it was only like oh, I've got to log in. Type it wrong. Don't know why we got to log in to... You can hear a warning going off on this plane. Yeah, he's overspeeding. Is that froze? 134.156. Right. Yeah, let's have a quick look. So CYYC Calgary, and we're intending to go to Winnipeg after this flight. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it is like 1 hour 53. What planes could we do with it? What planes do you want to see, guys? So we could go... Oh, here we go.
Bremen 131.375 by.
Over to 131.375 to Bremen. Thanks, Alpine 3425. 375. I don't even know what that waypoint is. Lower? I don't even know. Bremen, hello, Alpine 3425 360.
Stephen Cantos. It seems like your friend is always on these streams. Hi there, friend oof BFS.
What did he say?
GOCU54.
He said identified.
I
He's
hope
really
they don't
quiet.
overwork you at Oxford, but I know they will because the profs are the best of the best, which means loads of homework.
Yeah, they will probably
good evening.
put a lot of work in.
Flight level 300.
You do basically like an 8-week term where they ram it full of work, and then you get a 6-week break, and then you repeat that, then you repeat it again.
Just repeat the frequency
3 times over. Oh, Marshall, Stephen. Yeah, Marshall's on my on the BVI Team Talk server. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so we won't fly the A320 again. We could take the 737 we could take a 737 basically. Could take a 767. I'd just take the 737-7 if we did it. Just take WestJet 526.
Alpha Mike Lima, are you able to complete to Ripso?
So I'll copy that just in case.
Descent 250 and 33905.
137. Probably.
Flight level 260.
Guten Abend.
You wings 18 Charlie Hotel Maastricht, hello, identify.
Maastricht radar, very good evening, CZ 568 Tango 350, 50 miles from Pover, with you on radio.
Easy 568 Tango Maastricht, hello, identify. Easy 568 Tango, report your requested level, is flight level 370.
Easy 568 Tango, we were flight level 370 due to turbulences, but we went back to our requested level 350. If it's okay for you, we can stay on that. If you want us to climb, we can go.
Easy 568 Tango, maintain flight level 350 to work out. You might get a TCAS warning from right to left. Descending aircraft, descending flight level 250.
Roger, as long as that's no problem for us. No problem for us. Easy 568 Tango, thank you very much.
You got 9 miles at your 2 o'clock position, descending now flight level 348.
And the Easy 568 Tango, we have him in sight at our 2 o'clock. He shouldn't be a problem for us, thank you.
November 8 2 stations at 1, I got Speedbird 842 with me.
Yes, flight level 350, Speedbird 842.
I just take note of you guys, I'm just going to fly.
For our system, they put us in 5-month semesters and then we get 3 months break and then it repeats itself. Each year consists of 2 semesters and there are 4 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Oxford obviously is quite traditional, so you go back, I think it's like in October to Christmas for 8 weeks. And it's literally like 8 weeks, you know, rammed of work. And then you get 6 weeks off over Christmas, you're back for another 8 weeks, kind of 6 weeks off over Easter, another 8-week term during the summer, and then back for the whole summer pretty much from like you know, like kind of May, June time to October. So you're basically there for 6 months of the year. And for those 6 months, you are pretty much rammed with work. I mean, it's got a great social atmosphere, but you are rammed with work.
Sometimes, I'll sleep to these streams because the sound of the airplane is so nice.
Yeah, you just got my voice over the top though, so that's not going to send you to sleep, I bet. Maybe if I did a stream just of the plane sound. Or do you mean like you just search up, you know, like plane sound 10 hours or whatever, you find them videos, I've seen them. I just needed to... Yeah, I know what I was going to do. I had a forum post going about my PC and a guy replied to What?
Was he just recommending stuff or?
Oh yeah, I just asked for some advice. Where is my... I'm sure I called it. Is this spec a good match?
Proceed direct position Ripso, Romeo, India, Bravo,
Direct to Ripso Alpine, 3425.
Nightbird. Donations are not necessary, but if you would like to support the stream in any way, visit https://www.paypal.me/biglogs.
We don't have... what did he say? No, we don't have that.
GOCU54. There will be no social stuff going on now. Get ready to be destroyed with work. I know you'll enjoy what you do, but keep yourself sane by simming when you can.
Yeah, well, we're gonna definitely keep simming, that's for sure.
6-week holidays are just about the only thing I miss when it comes to school/uni. LOL.
Yeah, Rob, right. Everyone loves the 6 weeks holiday. Yeah, they were nice. I'm sure that 8 weeks is gonna be hell. I'm hoping some of the social stuff will be back though. When we do get there in October. The vaccine drive is really doing very well here in the UK, really starting to bring things down and under control. Who knows, it's still going to be socially distanced, but there will be, I hope, some social stuff going on.
Sounds, the screen reader in the background, and your voice works wonders.
Jesus, never thought that was going to happen. Well, I guess if it works for you, Steam. Alpine 3425, just say again the waypoint. I don't seem to have it in my flight plan here. Ripso, I don't know where Ripso is. I don't have a Ripso. I don't see Ripso anywhere. I'm just being dumb. Where is it?
Probably.
What?
Being dumb.
But I'm being dumb?
No, they're being dumb.
I'm gonna say, watch it. Right, no, I don't see this. Alpine 3425, yeah, we don't have a Ripso in our flight plan. Is there a different direct we could get that might be easier?
I don't mind, I've got a full mix going in my right ear as well.
Hold on.
I didn't really hear whether you said you or them.
I don't know where he's pulled Ripso from. I mean, we can add it. Okay, Roger, 250 on the heading, Alpine 3425.
No, I was on about them. Honestly, bear in mind, I've got 10 tracks in one ear and I couldn't really hear whether you said you or them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where he's got Ripso from. Maybe he just wants to, you know, help, give us a shortcut, but yeah.
Alitalia 8354, Maastricht, hello, radar contact.
Right, 250.
Tango, contact Bremen radar, 123, decimal 225, cheers.
Maybe it was a routing issue. Yeah, I think he said something.
GOCU54.
250.
Freshman and sophomore years are the essay years where they just kill you with writing. Junior and senior years are more practical.
3568 Tango, frequency 123, 225, cheers.
12325, Tango, thank you for it.
Ah, it was blocked. I don't think he's going to hear that.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Charlie, same for you, 123, that's my
Right, yeah, I was replying to this guy here, wasn't I?
Stephen Cantos. Also, there aren't too many British blind streamers.
You know what, I'll just
I've only got one
reply to him later.
November 8356, uniform Maastricht, hello, radar contact.
Roger.
Roger.
Alpine 3425, confirm your flight
No,
heading.
I've only got one in here, so
Roger 350, Alpine 3425. Pretty sure I read back 250, so it's his job to correct me, but anyway, that's my bad. Yeah, I did. Okay, I thought I did. If a pilot reads something back and a controller knows it's wrong, they have to correct, but you know, it's fine. We all make mistakes. I don't know. I don't know whether see, where are we inbound now? I can go and add this point if he really wants us to, but I don't know where we're supposed to put it. I mean, it's not even on our plan, so it doesn't seem all that busy. I'm just looking through here in case I missed it. And then we get on to all the DH, so yeah, it's definitely not here.
I'm trying to do 50 things at once. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to track another rhythm section, and I've only got one headphone on. So if I mishear something, if I say something wrong like that, it's probably because I misheard you.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss it though.
I'd love to route everything into the desk, but seeing as I'm like quad tracking rhythm sections, I can't do that because otherwise the plane will go on the tracks.
November 835, direct position Ripso, Romeo.
Oh no. Stay calm.
We can't do that. It's just impossible. I'm just going to be straight up with him because I can't expect
November 8356, Juliet, in that case, position 8356, uniform, in that case, fly heading 350.
Where is Ribso from?
Where are you pulling that baseline from? Simbrief's not giving us that at all.
I don't know, maybe he just wants us to go there, but like as a, you know, and then it takes us straight onto the arrival, but we've got an airway here, the Papa 605, I mean, he could just give us a direct to that if he wants to, like direct to Nolco maybe, or Mulco. Okay. Anyway, we're fine. We're on his heading and we are still proceeding, I think. No, that was Alitalia, I think.
Alitalia 8354, stop class
yeah, we are inbound to Luxor, so we should begin descent pretty soon. Okay.
Express 044, Maastricht, hello, radar contact.
Italy 354, we have the traffic just past behind us.
I'll tell you the keys up, he's got traffic in the background. That's fantastic. Okay, well we're inbound Norca now, which is the start of the airway, and yeah, we should actually, when should we begin descent then? 13 away. There we go. Roger, 250 and over to 133.950. Thank you very much for Alpine 3425. I will do the frequency first. 50. We can give it tramp the altitude. Well, I tell you what, I'm just going to put it into a descent here, because we should be, but I'm just going to make it a light descent here.
Easy 297, monitor Unicom 122, decimal.
We didn't quite need to start descending yet, so we'll just catch up with that profile nicely. Alpine 3425 is descending from 360 to 25, and we are on a heading of 350, maintaining at the moment.
Alpine 3425, master, good evening.
Maybe there's a delay, and that's why they needed to reroute us. Yeah, but the problem was still, I didn't really know, I still don't know where Ribso should go. I don't know if it's before the arrival or whether it should go on this airway. So, without a full amended routing, it would be quite difficult.
I feel so bad now because I misheard you, but yeah, I probably really shouldn't be trying to quad track a metal remix when I'm in the middle of that sync flight, but oh well, whatever.
If you have booked a connecting flight but don't have a boarding card yet, please proceed to any service counter immediately after your arrival. Should you already have a boarding card, then go to one of the display boards in the airport and double check your departure gate. If your luggage is already checked through to your final destination, you don't have to worry about it. It will be transferred automatically. Further questions, please feel free to ask the cabin attendants or our ground personnel upon arrival.
Tracks are going where, and I have to redo some of it.
Oh, there we go. I'll give tram back the altitude because we got a bit high there on the profile and now I need to descend. So this is going to go down to 7,000, but we'll just keep it descending down to 25. So I'm using tramp's profile here as a guide. Yeah, it's bringing it back. There we go. I don't know why it does that. So it set it to negative 3,200. Look, now it's minus 1,100. Could have just gone somewhere in the middle, tramp, and then you would have been fine. But yeah, okay, just usual tramp behaviour. Don't worry about that.
No, I think I've messed something up.
No, now it's leveling out. Yeah, okay. Oh, it did have spoilers as well. Is it going to continue the descent, or is it just outdone itself now? Oh, there we go, it is. Just watching it.
The plane was fine, but I think I recorded my next rhythm section on top of something else.
Now look, it's going down to minus 3,200. Look how stupid tramp can be. Oh well. It's fine. You know what, I'm just going to go 25,000 and go like minus, whatever, just put a figure that's kind of in the middle, because tramp's just being stupid. again, this guy is really quiet. See what I mean about having to constantly go up, down on the volume? It's so irritating. Right. So we're inbound Maida, where we need to be at 21 according to the channel. And we're 26 out, so we can continue at this rate, I would say, for now.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to saved version rather than the auto-saved.
Oh, on the tracks that you were doing?
Make sure, key thing guys, make sure you're happy with your tracks before you save. The only reason I managed to pull out of that was because I didn't hit Command S immediately. Sorry, November 8356 uniform, did we get a frequency there? One 23950 uniform, roger.
Okay, yeah, I'd say we're okay on altitude, to be honest. We'll just level out here and see what he says.
311 for flight level 250.
I'd actually say we can...
3425, contact Bremen 123.925.
123.925 for Alpine 3425, bye-bye. Okay. 123.925. Alright.
255, contact Bremen radar 134.250.
Still on a heading of 350.
134.250.
So I'll let him know that as well, see if he can maybe give us a direct.
And confirm you're turning into the hold.
Oh! Confirm you're turning into the hold. We got some holding going on, have we? Is this event that busy?
255, roger. So initially turn right heading 210.
Turn right 10.
November 835 uniform will be flight level 280, flight level 250.
November 8356 uniform identified.
Alpine 3425 is level 250.
Alpine 3425, Bremen radar, good evening, identified. Turn left heading 330.
Yeah, roger, we were on a 350 heading, so we'll turn left now, 330, thanks Alpine 3425.
Yeah, but just confirm you're unable for holdings over at Ripso, correct?
Roger, I didn't know it was going to be holding at Ripso. We can do that, but we need about 5 minutes to set it up.
Roger, so initially fly heading 330 and I will call back.
Roger, 330. Right, so it's holding at Ripso, okay.
F110, contact Maastricht, 133.950.
133.950.
So we'll turn him down and we're going to try and find Ripso. Let's run a search. And luckily there's only one. So we'll add it to the flight plan. Now what I'm going to do... So...
Alpine 3425,
oh, yeah,
descend
sorry.
flight level 150.
150, Alpine 3425. 1, 5. Just go. Oops. There we go. Negative 1500. Just a standard descent rate. Now. Okay, so we've
maintain flight level 100.
We've added Ribso. Now. I'm going to do it this way and cut it. So we're inbounding Gotti. I don't know where Ribso should go. So I'm going to place it here, I think. Paste. Will that work? I think it will. I'm going to get rid of Igotti. And I'm just going to go as if we're going to Ribso. Can we do that?
425, turn right heading 360.
Right turn 360, Alpine 3425. For a reason that doesn't work. Oh no, it does. Right.
November 835, turn left heading 360.
Yeah. Ribso. Can we not hold there? I mean, maybe not. Maybe if I cut it and place it after Molko. Paste. This is what I'm trying to do. Can we not? It won't actually. You know what? We don't need Molgo twice. So I'm trying to. I don't know what Tramp is doing here. As usual, Tramp is just being we are still attempting to set it up. Yeah, apparently our software is useless. So no, it's still going to Molko, which is not good. I don't know what else we're supposed to do here. So cut. We can go I can try putting it after Molko. Is it after Molko? Is that why it's not liking it? I'm not entirely sure here. It should, no, I'm sure it should go like here. Yeah, paste. It should be fine to go there. Ribso. No, actually, or maybe it should go after Maida. I don't even know, but I just want to go direct to it. Ah, here we go.
Turn left heading 340, descend flight level 110.
Right, okay. Left 310, 110 on the flight level for Alpine 3425. Okay, 340. Right. I'm trying to do like 10 things at once here.
Uniform descent flight level 140.
Tramp is not playing ball, it does not help me at all. Yeah, I know you do. Cool. See, I need to go direct to it, but it doesn't actually let me, does it? So it can't. Where's Maida? There's Maida. Paste. Ah, we're inbound Ribso. Okay. Got Ribso.
195 still on Bremen, try again 133, 950.
Right.
Sorry, can you repeat that again for Air France 1495?
I'll ask him what they're holding in
You're
total.
still on Bremen, try again, Maastricht 133, 950.
Apologies for that, sorry, Air France 1495.
Alpine 3425. Right, we're now able to hold at Ribso. Do you know the holding information for Ribso? Or we won't be able to read the charts, or we can just do a random hold at this waypoint.
Alpine 3425 would be inbound course 028, leg time 1 minute, right turn.
Roger, that's fine. So if you'd like, we can proceed direct Ribso and hold.
Alpine 3425, wonderful. Proceed Ribso, hold Ribso as published, flight level 110.
Proceed Ribso, hold as published 110, Alpine 3425. Right. Let's start slowing this thing down a little bit.
Do it, I'll do it, but if not, then...
Gonna give it back control of the heading.
Charlie Hotel, descent flight level 110, hold no
Make a right turn. I'm gonna just descend it fast, because we may as well. Well, so what you gotta do by the looks of it, Marshall, is add it and then, I think, put it just before the arrival. If you put it anywhere else, it won't go direct to it. So I had to put it just... This was kind of my problem. I didn't know exactly where to paste it. Like, where we... You know, whether it was a big direct or small direct kind of thing. But I would just put it right before your arrival begins. At Morka, or I think it's called. If you can do it. I think you might have time. I mean, we've still got 20 miles till we hit it.
Right, so I need to go into the IO line and just put it in, don't I?
You can, or you can find. I would just, go to the IO line now, because I wasn't sure where to put it. That's why I cut it and pasted. But since we now know, just go to the IO line and add it. Right, we continue our descent. I know we're very fast. We will slow down, but only when we level out, which is expected. Going to dump out the spoilers to help us slow down.
I think it might do it.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So we just have to figure out where to place it.
Gonna 4 Charlie Victor identified, climb flight level 240.
I would just make it less long-winded, just tell him you can hold. It's busy.
About question 8356 uniform, Roger, wonderful. Proceed to Ribso, hold Ribso as published, flight level 120.
How far are we out from Ribso? Okay, 9 away. Gonna level out, we've significantly slowed ourselves down. Ready for the hold, so we're actually in pretty good shape.
Bridge 5, you may descend flight level 200, hold no-go as published.
I guess it is a pretty busy event.
Flight level 200, holding no-go as published, express 044.
Okay, so he's holding at null-go, he's actually a bit further back by the looks of that. Yeah, plane, we need to put power in a bit more than that.
No, we can't do it.
Oh, is it not working?
Number
8356,
scrap that,
scrap that,
we can't do it, we're now about no-go. Not playing ball, we can either do no-go or go straight in.
November 8, 356 uniform, Roger, so I will vector you around now, fly heading 360.
Oh damn it, should have actually... Why did Tramp select it that early? Maybe I missed it. Oh well, I have done this before and we should... Oh, come on, Jesus Tramp, you're so bad. Thought we had longer than we did there, oh well, whatever. We'll just hold here, we're close enough. Heading looks right, roughly. It was about 20, I think, 2080 said for holding, so yeah, okay. There we go, now we're making left turns. So I've had this happen before where Tramp selects an X waypoint early, and that's kind of my bad. I should have done it even earlier than I did. But it does seem to still remember the information because it begins flying the hold.
Premier radar, hello. FedEx 261, flight level 100.
No, I can't get back to that
radar, good evening, identified, climb flight level 250.
Do skips here, but...
250, FedEx 261.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't slew. Yeah, okay, just let him vector you. He'll vector you, he'll be alright. If you've already passed the waypoint, then yeah, I think Tramp wouldn't probably let you do it. We're now making right turns. I don't quite know what Tramp thinks it's doing. It just done this before, but anyway. Oh no, it was right turns, wasn't it?
I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing it right actually. It is going right, it's fine. It initially went left by a few degrees, but I think it was just stabilising itself. Here we go, yeah, we're going right. Okay.
4, Charlie Victor, you're leaving my airspace. Munch Unicom, goodbye.
Unicom 4, Condor 5, Victor,
Should I just turn fly plan off at this point, because he's got me?
I guess just leave it in case he gives you a direct to a later point on the star. At this point, but yeah, I wouldn't worry about the hold. If you've already passed the waypoint, then yeah. Luckily for us, we still have about 30 miles before when I got it sorted, so.
Sending flight level 120, express 0 for 4.
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do the other flight then, guys.
425, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Alpine 3425.
Alpine 3425, contact Bremen radar, 134,
134250, thanks for the help there, Alpine 3425. Okay, 134250. Yeah, I don't know whether we're going to be able to do the other flight, we'll try, but given that we got a hold here, depending on the delay, I might give it a miss. Should be a shame, but we'll see. Right, we are descending. Alpine 3425, we're descending 80 in the hold.
Alpine 3425, Hamburg arrival, hello identified.
Okay. Yeah, what time is it now? It's 10 PM here now. I think we're probably going to give it a miss, guys. We'll see, but by the time we get down here, it might be like 10:30 or something. Then I've got to set up for the other flight. That's another 30 minutes. It could be like 1 or 2 AM before we arrive, especially if we're holding the other on the other event as well. So we'll probably just do this, to be fair. Took a little bit longer this flight than I was expecting.
Sorry about the stress and being so abrupt with you, but it just wasn't working for either of us.
Now shuttle 150, do that, exit hold now, turn right, heading 230.
Oh, maybe we won't be in the hold for too long, we just got a guy exiting there, so... And we are descending. I think, are we? Hello, TFM. No, we're not actually descending. That's weird. I was kind of assuming that the plane would put a vertical speed in like it usually did, but anyway. Now we're descending. So we are actually too far from the airport by the looks of it. And I'm going to just take these throttles pretty much and idle them, so that we don't gain too much speed. Right, did we also do the seatbelts? Yes we did. We'll do landing lights on, auto brakes are set, just making sure everything's ready. There we go, it's fine. We are descending now.
I'm just going to see if I can get this rhythm section done.
Alles frequency ist 109er, decimal 55.
Yeah, so that makes sense, guys, why they were going for ribs. So I guess they. Well, there was a guy holding at Norku, which was a point in our plan. I'm not sure why we couldn't have just held at Norku. To be honest, that would have been a hell of a lot easier. But I'm sure they have their technological reasons that I don't know. Yeah, this thing's just going to speed up, isn't it? Of course it is. Let's keep flaps 1. We don't want to be doing that much in the hold, because although we'll maintain it, we might overshoot turns.
To the south, flight level 110,
Marshall 1502 left heading 070.
There we go. Sounds like we're slowing down again as we level out here. Got loads of fuel. Yeah, of course. Now Tramp doesn't bring the throttle to the end. There we go.
Lufthansa 205, turn left heading 350. Left 350, turn 205.
Levelers out in the hold.
13425,
left heading 050.
Yep, still making the right turns, so we're just fine in this hold.
Left heading 180,
Yeah, I kind of feel like when Tramp makes the noise to select the next waypoint, it doesn't actually select it properly for a couple more miles still, because it always selects it early and then it holds just fine, so that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, on heading 350, contact direct on 118.2, course and only, bye-bye. Contact 182, course and only, bye, thanks.
November 8356 uniform with you, flight level 100 for 90, manual vectoring.
November 8356
and
uniform, Hamburg arrival.
Cabin is ready.
For now, maintain heading 180.
For now, maintain heading 180, 56 uniform. Cheers.
Lot 255, descent 6000 feet, QNH 1014.
Okay, that's not too bad. Marshall's, to be fair, yeah, they seem to be pretty happy to vector him.
Exit holding now, turn right heading 200.
Exit the hold, right heading 200, Alpine 3425. Right,
200 knots.
Back to 200 knots. Right, so we're gonna have to go fly plan off, fly plan on, and then fly holding off. What did I say? Right to 250. Just confirm the heading. Sorry for Alpine. 3425. Was it 200? Roger. Right. And 200.
November 8356 uniform, descent 6000 feet.
So we should be at. Sorry, I typed the wrong thing there. 8000 still. Speed is good. I don't know why Tramp's just changed the altitude again. There we go. Stay at that speed. And
we'll bring it back to 200, 56 uniform.
if the plane could slow down, that would be great. Slow it down. That's it. Right, we're good. And we're making the right turn. No, oh, it's still in bloody hold. See, I really get annoyed with Tramp when it does this, but we're gonna... Fly holding is not checked. It is not checked. 200 heading. There. Stay. I'm sure I typed that in. Okay. And why are you changing the altitude? 8,000, that's the altitude. Stay. And not 250 knots, 200. Stop changing, like, why does it change things? Okay. Okay, we are fine. We're still doing what he said, but I don't know why Tramp keeps changing my values.
Lot 255.
Or like
you were told to turn left heading 07. Make it now, please.
Oh well, it's not just us, look guys. That pilot's not doing what he's told either. We're doing our best here.
Alpine 3425, descend flight level 70.
70 Alpine, that's 3425.
8356 uniform, turn left heading 0.
Right, here we go. 70. Now tramp. Now you can go to 70.
Shuttle 150, left heading 320 now, please.
It was desperate to get to 70 for whatever reason.
Yeah, previous one was also left turn, so no reason to turn right there.
Right, so we are on his heading, we're descending, we're doing our best to hold 200 knots, so we are fine now. See, the idea with tram is that you uncheck the hold box and it will exit holding. For some reason I have the thing where it just doesn't, and I have to mess around, I have to recycle flight plan, mess around with fly holding. It just doesn't seem to get it the first time round, and I'm not sure why.
Left heading 280.
Left heading 280.
Anyway, it's fine.
And National 150 Juliet, cleared altitude is 5,000 feet. Maintain 5,000, please.
Don't worry guys, there's a lot of pilots who are struggling as well, and they're using their actual autopilot, so we're doing pretty good I think using tramp here to keep up with what's going on, to be fair. What I am going to do now on headings is just enter the nav frequency, it'll save me some time. So it was 109.55.
Flight slope is alive.
And there it is. Obviously we're not going to Yep, we're maintaining 200 knots, 3425. What was that for you?
5 Roger, thanks. Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1014.
6,000 on 1014, Alpine 3425. Yeah, well we're doing our best to maintain 200 anyway, the plane is kind of in and around it.
Which runway are you doing?
It's runway 15. There we go, descending, altimeter is set. I'm actually going to go flap 10 here just to help maintain the speed. Because he seems like he pretty much, well he needs that speed dead on. So we're going to do our best. Turn the sim.
Turn and left heading 070.
What did he say? 070? Left 070, Alpine 3425. Okay. Heading 070. Now let's just watch tramp here, make sure it's actually going to go left. Yes it is, thank you tramp. I don't trust you as you well know. Tramp is like the untrustworthy first officer, you know, you turn your back for a second and you turn back and it started a fire in the cockpit, something like that. It is certainly not trustworthy. So yeah, we do have to babysit it a bit. And now bring the power back.
I'll show you what I was dealing with when we get down.
Okay, we're fine. Don't know if there's been any chats guys, but yeah, I'm pretty busy at the moment, so I'm probably not going to be able to respond to them exactly. But we're getting there, we're getting closer.
Flight slope is alive. That one has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 150. That one has glide slope.
Okay, so we do have the glide.
Left heading 340.
Yes, 340, 25.
Okay, it's actually...
left heading 060.
Left turn 060, Alpine 3425. Right.
November 835, left heading 060.
Left turn 10 degrees.
Yeah, left 060 please.
There we go.
Flight slope is alive. That one has localizer.
We're nearly there.
Runway heading 150. That one has glide slope.
Just need you to behave for 10 more minutes, champ. Stop being a naughty child and changing my values for me, and then we'll be alright. Right, we're actually dead on pretty much all the values at this point in time, so that's good. I was going to actually turn the symbol up a little bit. We'll just leave it where it is, it's a bit too loud on 4.
Alpine 3425, descend 5,000 feet.
5,000, Alpine 3425. Okay, further descent. 5,000. Yeah, look, now it's set a vertical speed, it automatically sets negative 1200. And the one time before, when I was expecting it was going to set the vertical speed, it didn't. Wow, it's alright.
Marshall 150 Juliet, left heading 190.
Cable leveling out again. Again, tramp is way too slow, or the auto throttle is too slow. I'm bringing the power in.
Alpine 3425, left heading 330.
Left turn to heading 330, Alpine 3425. That should go left, I think. It's small enough to... yes, it is, okay.
Alpine 3425, contact director on 118.2, call sign only, bye bye.
Director 1182 with the call sign, Alpine 3425, thank you. Stop. 8.2.
Lufthansa 205, turn right heading 180, cleared LS runway 15.
Flight slope is alive. That one has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 149. That one has flight slope.
Roger.
Director Alpine 3425.
Alpine 3425, director, good evening.
I hate the Alpine call signs. I wish they were simple, but
972,
when it's
turn left
4
heading
numbers,
290.
in America you can go 3425 and it's really easy. In Europe you have to go 3425 and you just forget all the numbers. I don't like it. Stupid call signs. Have a simple call sign, you know. Alpine 2 Alpha Bravo, something like that. It's dead easy.
Yeah. Once you're down, I'll show everyone what I was dealing with.
Lufthansa 20 Papa, maintain speed 17 knots until 15 E.
170 knots until 15 E, Lufthansa Papa.
I feel so bad.
Super 972, turn left heading 260.
Left heading 260 to 972.
34056 uniform.
Okay, we're looking good.
Go, go, go.
I didn't expect this event was going to be...
That
I'm pretty much
right,
learned now that expecting a VATSIM event to be a chill event is not going to happen. Every time I see one and I'm like, oh, let's do this event, this is going to be pretty relaxed, bit of ATC. No, it's holding, it's reroutes, etc. Oh. I think next week we'll do some non-event flights. We won't actually... Right, yeah, thanks for that. We're not going to go to Uruguay, so too bad.
Over to your exam.
Yeah, in Uruguay. Who would fly in on VATSIM on Uruguay?
56 uniform.
Never flown there. Uruguay.
Lufthansa 205, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 DME.
It's just so random. Oh look guys, and they're doing speeds to DMEs, and guess what? TFM still thinks we're going to a waypoint 140 miles back. So we're just going to have to rely on guesswork.
Until 5 miles final, maintain speed 170 until 5 miles final, please.
It's blocked. There you go.
Alpine 3425, speed 170 knots.
A 170, Alpine 3425.
Seabird 972, turn left heading 180, clear LS runway 15.
Right, 170. I'm going to actually go flap 15 early then.
November 8356 uniform. November 8356 uniform, director good evening, speed 170 knots.
170 knots,
56 uniform.
Okay, yeah, we are slowing.
Lot 255, turn right heading 180, clear LS runway 15.
Clear LS on runway 15, turn 180.
Lufthansa 205, contact tower 12685, bye bye.
Contact tower 12685, Lufthansa 205, thanks, bye.
Alpine 3425, turn right heading 080.
Right turn heading 080, Alpine 3425. Right, so right turn to 80 degrees should turn right. Let me check. I always check this now because I don't trust this thing at all. Yes, it is going right. Okay. So it shouldn't be too long, then we might get cleared for the ILS. At this point, we still actually, we still actually can't because we don't see the glide slope yet.
That one has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 150. That one has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 150. That one has localizer. Localizer is alive.
Still not
Runway heading 150.
Yeah, thanks TFM. Don't need to tell me 3 times. Shh. Jesus, like controlling a nursery of unruly children here.
No shuttle 150 Juliet, director good evening.
That's literally what flight sim is, guys, on approach.
3425, turn right heading 120, clear LS runway 15.
Localizer is alive. Runway heading 150.
Right turn 120, and we're cleared for the ILS runway 15, Alpine 3425. Well, I don't even know what I just said. Right, heading 120, is that what he said? I think he said 12, or did he say 15? Yeah, 12, no, that's right. But I still don't see the glide coming in, so we're just going to keep the right turn going and hope
Seabird 972, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 DME and contact tower 12685.
we see it. We can't really turn approach mode on at this point. I can probably...
Localizer is alive. Runway heading 149.
I can get the loc, maybe. We can go M2.
Heading lock off.
There we go, we got the loc.
78% right. 92% right.
I don't know if we're supposed to, get the glide here.
That one has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 149.
It's still saying kind of worried to turn approach mode on.
91% right.
Lot 255, reduce 5 lap port speed.
80% right.
Reduce to 5 lap
Flight
port
slope is alive.
speed.
Down 97%.
There we go.
74% right. Line slope. Down
Approach
95%.
mode active.
69% right.
It's coming in. Phew, thought we weren't going to get them. Flag plan, get out.
November 835 uniform, turn right, heading 080.
56% right. Down 85%. 52% right. Down 82%. 48% right.
Not too far, fast confirm established.
46% right. Down 78%. 44% right. Down 75%.
I've been that a lot 255s using tramp as well.
Down 71%. 40% right. Down 69%. 39% right. Down 66%.
I don't really think he is. He's just,
right.
he was just making some tramp-esque,
37% right.
you know,
Down 61%.
well, not mistakes,
36%
but
right.
moves, I guess.
Down 57%. 35% right. Down 55%. 35% right. Down 51%.
3425, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 km.
34% right.
170 to 5, Alpine
Down
3425.
45%. 34%
Right, guys,
right.
guess what is coming?
Turn right,
33%
heading
right.
120, clear LS runway
Down 39%.
15.
33% right.
Luckily,
Down
we're in a very
35%.
stable aircraft.
32% right.
Now shuttle
Down
15
32%.
Juliet, turn
32% right.
left, heading
Down
180.
29%. 32% right. Down 24%.
I'm not going to bother
right.
with that. I would just... So,
Down
as a
31%.
rule, 3,000 feet,
right.
you're 9 miles, 2,000,
18%.
you're 6. So
31%
I would
right.
just say, as a rough rule,
Down
2,000, you start
31%
reducing
right.
it back to
Altitude
final.
lower. Down 10%. 31% right.
Then you
Down
can be
8%.
pretty sure
31%
you're about
right.
5 miles.
Down 8%. 31%
As a
right.
general rule. I mean,
Down 7%.
if it's a 3.0
31%
degree
right.
glide. Right, we're going down.
Down 7%. 30% right. Down 7%. 30% right. Down 7%. 29% right.
I really love this aircraft though, because
right.
it's so stable. I mean,
Down
in
6%.
terms of
28% right.
on ILS approaches,
255, you're a little bit
6%.
high. Would you like to continue
28% right.
approach or will be revectored?
Down 5%.
you know, you
28%
can't
right. Down 5%.
you can't worry
28%
about
right.
your speed. I mean, you can just
Down
throw
4%.
out your full flapping
28%
gear
right.
and you will get
But
there. You'll be
255,
fine.
Roger, contact tower 12685.
27% right. Down 3%. 27% right.
I mean, it's very stable on the
Down 3%.
fly.
Marshall 15
right.
Juliet, turn left,
Down 3%.
heading
26%
100.
right.
What'd you say, Marshall?
Down 3%. 26% right. Down 3%.
Can't remember whether
25% right.
I don't know whether he just sent you over
Down
the
3%.
tower.
25% right.
Oh, I don't think so.
Down 2%. 25% right.
You can tell us again if you did, because I didn't
Down
know you
2%.
back.
Director,
24% right.
during Swan Charlie Hotel.
Down 1%. 24% right.
We're still
Down
at
1%.
4,000 feet.
Down
so
24%
we're
Going
fine.
to 18 Charlie Hotel, director good
Down
evening.
1%. 24% right. Down 1%. 23% right. Down 1%. 23% right. Down
Is it
1%.
doing what it's supposed
22%
to?
right.
Is it
Alpine
just
3425, change
Down
of plan,
1%.
reduce to final
22%
approach
right.
now.
How about your final
Down
now
1%.
for
22% right.
3425? Okay then.
Down 1%.
November
22% right.
8356,
Down
uniform,
1%.
reduce to final approach.
21% right. Down 1%. 21% right.
Flap gear, let's go.
21% right.
Now shuttle 15 Juliet, speed 170
21% right.
knots.
Shut up, gear warning.
Up 2%.
Jesus.
21% right.
Gear's going
Up
down.
3%. 21%
There
right.
you go.
Up 4%. 21% right. Up 4%. 21% right.
I guess there's so much traffic, he
Up
needs
3%.
us to slow now.
21%
So,
right.
yeah, fair enough.
Up 3%. 22% right. Up 3%.
November
22% right.
our final is going to be like 1%.
Up 2%.
Do you want to
22% right.
maintain that, or is that going to
Up 1%. 23% right. 23% right.
You can do 120 now,
23%
and
right.
tackle back for the 1.
Alright, no,
Down 1%.
flow 120.
23% right.
56 uniform.
Down 1%. 23% right.
See what I mean though, guys, about how
Down 2%.
stable this aircraft is?
23%
Didn't even
right.
leave the glide slope, flapping
Down
gear,
3%.
slowed us down.
23% right.
About
Shuttle
20 seconds.
15 Juliet,
That's why I love this
turn
320
right,
it's
heading
great.
110.
Down 3%. 23% right. Down 3%. 23% right.
I don't know why we're still a little bit off on the
Down 3%.
localizer, but I'm guessing it's
23%
going to
right.
come in.
Going
Down
18 Charlie, turn left, heading
22% right.
260.
Down 3%.
Left 260,
22% right.
you're in Swan Charlie Hotel.
Down 3%. 21% right.
Alpine 3425,
Down 3%.
contact tower
26.85.
12685.
12685,
20%
Alpine 3425, thanks.
Down 4%.
Right.
20% right.
Down
4%.
Wait, tower
19%
frequency
right.
1.68.
Down 4%. 18% right.
Tower Alpine
Down 4%.
3425,
17%
runway
right.
15.
Down 3%. 17% right.
Alpine 3425 Hamburg Tower,
Down
good
4%.
evening, wind check 150
15%
degrees,
right.
8 knots.
Down 4%. 15% right.
Okay.
Down 4%. 14% right. Down 5%. 13% right. Down 4%. 13% right. Down 3%. 12% right. Down 3%. 11% right.
Speedbird 9972, stay against the gate.
Down 2%. 9% right.
972, that is copied, continue via
1%.
Echo 1, crossing runway
1% right.
23, approved other side, apron
Down 1%.
1107.
8% right. 7% right. 6% right.
Yeah, so it is going to be about 10:30 by the time we touch down, guys, so I'm not going to bother with the other flight.
6% right.
That would take another 2 hours probably.
5%
and then
right.
I've got to consider it might be holding.
4% right.
Lot 255, there's one traffic crossing, expect clearance over the numbers. You'll be clear of the runway once you're there.
2% right.
Roger.
All we need now is him to tell us to go around. That would be disastrous.
Lot 255, runway 15, clear to land, wind 150 now.
Okay, the lot's landing.
Tyler Chambliss. Negative 362 FPM.
3% left.
Oh, that's not too bad, Tyler. That's not too bad at all. That's perfectly acceptable. Negative 362. I mean, it's what they say. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, and if that was real life, you'd certainly walk away from that just fine. So.
6% left. 6% left. 7% left.
Please give us landing clearance. I think we're going to get it. No, I mean this lot. As long as he's ahead of us.
8% left.
Over the tower and final 5 section.
9% left. 9% left.
Yeah, tower's on 2685.
Tower November 356 uniform.
10% left.
Mate 356 uniform, Hamburg Tower, jolly good evening, wind check 150 degree 8 knots.
Your number. Jolly good evening.
12% left.
Who's number 1?
13% left. Down 1%. 13% left.
Well, you're really not number 1, but still continue the approach, I'll call you back.
Down 2%. 14% left. Down 3%. 14%
Lot 255, please expedite the case.
Down 3%.
Oh, come on. Get off the runway.
Down 3%.
You bastard.
16% left.
Get off the runway, you dickhead.
Down 3%. 17% left.
You better vacate.
About 35, correction, Alpine 3425, expect clearance over the number.
17% left. Down 4%.
Roger.
18% left.
Expect clearance.
Down 4%. 18% left.
Come on.
Down 5%.
Please. Please.
19% left. Down 6%. 19% left.
I'm not going around. I'm
Down
not
10%.
going around.
20% left. Down 7%. 20% left. Down 8%. 20% left. Down 8%. 20% left.
Alpine 3425, runway 15,
5%.
clear to land,
Oh.
150 degrees 8 knots.
Good land 15, Alpine 3425. Phew.
Lot 255, continue
100
straight
feet,
ahead,
we get
one
landing
crossing
clearance.
runway 23 approved on the other side, apron
20,
117, bye-bye.
10,
Extremely tight.
touchdown, reverse.
111
That was bloody tight for landing clearance.
99 knots. 86 knots.
I didn't even
Shuttle
tell him we were going
1502,
to
yes, Hamburg Tower, jolly good evening, wind check
tell him
150
in a
degrees 8 knots, you are number 2.
46 knots. 36 knots.
And Alpine 3425, central visually
31
impaired,
knots.
we're disconnecting here. Thanks for service, see you next time.
26 knots.
Well, thank you for flying, have a good one, bye-bye.
20
You
knots.
too, see ya. Okay.
4.
Don't know if there's
18
anyone
knots.
behind us. Let's get off the runway. Or get off Madsen. Talk about what a flight. I mean. Oh, it was a marshal behind us. There we go. Good thing we got off the runway. Otherwise he would have had to go around. Right, let's go find a stand.
Now, I wouldn't have gone around, I'd have hit the brakes and gone extreme left.
Well, I mean, yeah, your thing can stop really slow, really fast, so. Well, passengers might have had a nice flight. I haven't. Babysitting Tramp and TFM and all the software. Well, TFM was okay, of course, but I mean, Tramp was just ridiculous as usual. Right.
Number 8356 uniform, we're also visually impaired, so we're going to disconnect as well as soon as we get down.
Echo 18 will work, so medium. Okay, flaps in and breathe. Please. I don't think I can do another event today. That's another ridiculous event.
Yeah, it's interesting. When it works, it's brilliant. When it doesn't, it's not. 5-6 uniform.
Oh, is he saying it was good? That's nice of him. That's great. Yeah. Right. Autopilot can come off, auto brake off, wing leveler, engine 1, engine 2. What was our landing rate? I know some of you like to know. Negative 171. So, yeah. Was better than earlier this afternoon anyway in that bastard A300 plane.
Tyler Chambliss. What was your landing rate?
There you go, just answered that stream delay. Turn all our signs off. You can start deboarding. Wow. 22, 25.
Down, down.
There you go.
Tyler Chambliss. What happened to the A300?
Oh, so the A300, I've got an auto land gauge, but I don't know why. No matter what I do with that plane, it always smashes. I have the auto land gauge, I think, set to pull it up at like negative 100 FPM by the time it flares, but it always smashes. So we got like a negative 500, I think, or something. It didn't bounce, which is the most important thing. There you go, nice smash. But yeah, it smashes. And I do not know why. Nothing seems to work with that plane. Which is a shame because it's a really nice plane to fly, so I still fly it anyway, but you know, not ideal on the landing rates. Oops, I'm pressing D instead of S. Jesus.
Tyler Chambliss. Try manually landing.
No, that'd be even worse. Manually landing's way too difficult. Especially on Batsim, because you end up either floating it nearly all the way down the runway, or it still smashes. I think it's to do with the plane's flight dynamics, because the auto land gauge, remember, does exactly what I would do even if I was manually doing
Chambliss.
it.
And which one? And what sound pack?
Which one and what sound pack?
Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations.
Oh look, trophy,
You've
congratulations.
Received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Today. I got another trophy, guys. We got one last Saturday. And a trophy cabinet. Which one? If you go on bvipilots.com, go to aircraft for FSX and P3D. There's a whole list with links. It's from Flyaway, and it was using a crappy freeware sound pack. There is a Turbine Sound Studio one that is still kind of crappy, but is okay. So I'm going to switch back to that one. Right, I'd really like to do the flight in Canada, to be honest. I wonder if Rob's streaming his. I don't think he was. Otherwise, maybe I could go host him, but... Hold on. Let's see. Open that map. Because I think Rob said he was going to LA. Let's see, did he get out? Oh yeah, he did. Oh no, he's still okay. Yeah, I forget Calgary's so high. Yeah, he's just on the ground now at Calgary.
Tyler Chambliss. I have the TSS-1.
You have the TSS-1. I don't know if we have the same one, Tyler. Mine doesn't have any avionics or like wind in it. It's just the engine. It's kind of weird. I don't really like it. I mean, if yours is good, if you could send it to me, that'd be great. But yeah, the TSS one I have is still way better than the crappy freeware one, so I'm gonna definitely switch it back. But anyway, right, yeah.
Right, we're sorted.
Good.
Yeah.
Tyler Chambliss. I'll send it to you.
Yes, yeah, okay, Tyler, thanks. That'll work. I mean, it might be better. There you go, guys. All adults to be offered the COVID vaccine by July in the UK, so that's my country speeding ahead. Wonderful. We're gonna get everyone vaccinated hopefully by July. That's very ambitious, but very good. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do the Canadian flight. I really wish I could do it. It would be a fun event, but I've already done 2 events today and it would just get too late. Tomorrow I'm sure there will be some more events we can do.
Yeah.
We'll find something, I'm sure, to go and cause chaos out. This will archive along with the other 2 streams.
Tyler Chambliss.
Of course. But yeah.
And glad to know that map is usable.
That map is usable. Yeah, that map's actually a very usable iOS app. At least in terms of the friend list, I have, you know, just BVI pilots added, and I can go and check if they're flying, if, you know, for whatever reason. Like just then I wanted to see if Rob had taken off. Passengers are all gone anyway. Right, let's get rid of tramp. TFM. Right, that will do it for today then. So we will see you in the next stream.